Hello everybody, welcome to the next Let's Play on the channel. Since the last game I was playing, unfortunately I am having to put on hiatus for right now. Was a collectathon. I figured replace a collectathon with a collectathon. So, I'm choosing a classic from my childhood, although the Rehydrated version, you could say. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I grew up with this game, or the original on the GameCube. Fucking love it. It's a great game, classic. And you can probably tell I like it, because if I hit continue, I beat this game a lot. This was 3 100%ed files from 2023. And then I decided for 3 days, from January 3rd to the 5th, I'd just sit and play this game non-stop. And I beat it in 3 days. So, this is a game I enjoy a lot. So, the earliest date from the next latest date from the previous year. Oh, this is going to continue it. Whoops. We're going to do a new game over this file. Yes.
Welcome to Bikini Bottom, a normally peaceful undersea sanctuary. Today it will be transformed into a theater of pure horror, wherein our little yellow friend will play the starring role.
Today is the big day. I have devised an ingenious plan to finally steal the Krabby Patty formula. And if Bikini Bottom happens to get demolished in the process, oh well. With my brand new Duplicatotron 3000, I'll clone an army of robots that will wreak mayhem and destruction at my command. One last review of the checklist. Let's see. Item number 1. Is Plankton a genius? Answer yes. Okay, checklist complete. Throw in the switch. Welcome, my perfectly obedient robot army. Hang on. I want to get a photo for my scrapbook. Hey, hello? What do you think you're doing?
Alright. I love that don't gag. It's so fucking funny.
But I'm your master.
It's the idea of a
I
donut
made
base
you.
switch.
No! No! Oh, my good China!
Oh man.
Another perfect day
I'm gonna
playing
raise
robots and racehorses.
A tiny bit on my microphone.
Only I keep getting the racehorses and the robots mixed up.
Wouldn't it be great if we had real robots to play with, Patrick? I'd name mine.
There you go.
Robo
Sorry for
Jr.,
fucking with the mic.
Or Zorlon, or maybe
Frankie.
Yeah.
You say Frankie or Cranky? I always heard Frankie.
Hey, what if we put the robots in here?
Oh, how shellfish of you!
It's not just any shell. It's my magic wishing shell.
Wow, that's great, Patrick!
So we put the toy robots in here,
Okay.
and we say the magic wishing words.
I know I'm not saying
and
a lot
shake
during these
the magic
cutscenes,
wishing
but I
words.
feel weird talking over these.
Okay.
I'll just say, I'm not huge on the art style
And in the morning,
that they chose to go
we'll
with in this
have robots
game.
to play with.
But
I'll explain more in a minute.
going to
Like,
say the magic
it's
wishing
not
words?
bad looking.
Already did.
I just don't think it.
So, okay,
For
is the magic wishing
SpongeBob,
word?
I don't think it works.
The Alakazama
Or at least in, like, this, like, type of 3D
Are
modeling
you
for
sure this'll
SpongeBob.
work?
Sure. Last week I only had one big cookie crumb and I was really hungry. So I put my cookie crumb in the magic wishing shell. Then I said the magic wishing word and shook it. And in the morning I had lots of little cookie crumbs.
Patrick, I proclaim that tomorrow is going to be the best
And there's like small
day
stuff
ever.
that you miss. Like in the original, like his tie was like flowing in the wind. You miss some small stuff like that in this remake. Remaster? Or remaster implies it's the original game with like adjusted lighting and graphics. This is like a full-on remake.
Gary, did you do that?
Alright, as I was saying.
Yeah, Gary. It sure looks like we're in a doozy of a pit.
Alright, this is like tutorial stuff.
So if
I'm gonna skip it because that's tutorial text stuff. Alright, I'm not huge on this game's art design. Because this game, if you are unaware, was originally intended to come out at the same time as Sponge on the Run, which was a movie coming out at the time. But then, if you were around for 2020, a world event happened. So the movie got, delayed because it wasn't going to be reaching theaters. It was just going to go straight to streaming. I think it went to Netflix first before, the app that actually has SpongeBob on it. No, we put it on Netflix over Paramount. That's another dumb small thing. That's more of a company thing. But anyway, this game was supposed to come out at the same time. Well, the movie got delayed because COVID, but the game did not get delayed. It came out when they said it wanted to. That's why initially I did not like this version of the game, because I played the Switch version on launch. I know now the Switch version is probably the worst version of this game. If you're a speedrunner, it's probably alright. But for someone who just wanted, that SpongeBob experience from their childhood on the go, I fucking hated it. There were controls changed that felt pointless. Hold on, I was gonna say, where the fuck am I? I didn't do this. But anyway, the art style that this game has is the same as that movie. And that movie's not good. What the fuck? This is what I mean by, like, they kind of rushed the game out to be out in time for the movie. But they did not delay the game along with the movie. They just rushed out the game so they had something that fiscal year, I guess.
Pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push. I love opening presents. This is where I keep all my old
Investors weren't happy that they weren't going to be making money on their sponge money printer. If it's not very obvious, I have a very weird hate-love relationship with, at least specifically this version of the game. Because outside of, like, the company bullshit, the game's alright. If someone wanted to play this game for the first time, this is more accessible than, unless they're willing to emulate, this is the most accessible version of the game, I think.
There's nothing like the sounds of your own neighborhood.
Go away, SpongeBob. You're polluting my thinking space.
Trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula again, eh, Plankton? Well, you won't get away with it.
I've got bigger fish to fry. I've got to figure out how to regain control of the chum bucket from those robots.
Where did they come from?
Where? I don't know. Not for me, though, that's for sure. They just showed up out of nowhere and started calling me rude names and throwing things.
I kind of miss the
They even bent
the
all
blank
my spoons.
expressions from
I love
the
those
original.
spoons
It was
like
kind of
they were
funny.
my children.
That's terrible.
Oh, won't you help me stop them? Before they bend all my forks?
Not the forks! Of course I'll help. But wait, I'm supposed to collect a whole lot of golden spatulas.
Golden spatulas, eh? SpongeBob, if you could get me back into the chum bucket, I'll give you a bucket full of golden spatulas.
My lord.
In your dreams.
Ooh.
You've got a deal.
Because of that line, my brother and I as kids thought if you beat the game, Plankton would give you a bucket of golden spatulas in SpongeBob's dream. We were not very smart children. Or at least I wasn't. My brother was pretty smart. I won't make fun of him.
Hey, SpongeBob!
Even though I am his younger brother, that is my... he's just teaching me how to do a move that... Basically, he can teach me to do this. is the Bubble Bash. This is the uppercut, you could say, of SpongeBob's arsenal. You do shit like that. Destroy enemies from up under them. Ram them in the ass. Alright. No, I'm gonna go into Patrick's house.
Living under a rock. Now that's a life. Another fine
Sock. So one of the main collectibles in this game, as you've already seen me grab one, are socks. They are Patrick's socks. In fact, why don't we just talk to the pink man himself?
Hey, Patrick. Nice sock.
What sock?
The one you're standing on.
Oh, that one. It's lost.
Well, if that one's lost, where are your other socks?
Oh, they're more lost. A bunch of robots came through here and stole my whole sock collection. I could use some help getting them back.
Sure thing, Patrick. What are best friends for?
Okay then, for every 10 socks you bring back to me, I'll give you a golden turkey baster.
You mean spatula?
Bless you.
Boy,
Alright, yep, and there are
glad
8
to
of
have
these
this back.
things in the whole game. And they give you 8 spatulas. You don't have to turn them in all at once, like you said, 10 spatulas. But there should be 80 total, from what I remember. Now, I'm gonna try a thing that was a thing in the original, but is even more a thing now. Or maybe? Did I? Okay, maybe I misremembered being able to do a thing. Damn it. Alright. I guess I'll do this the normal way. Well, semi-normal way. Here's a thing you used to be able to do in the original. Where you jump up on that little... Would you call them missiles? Bombs? I think they're supposed to be like little bombs. But in the old game, you used to be able to just jump off of that onto Squidward's nose.
Fresh like
Or
a
Squidward's
spring
house's nose. And then you do this. Of course, you used to stand on the balloons in the original. And then you go over here. There's technically a normal way to do it, but I'm gonna do some stuff the way I like doing them. Oh, excuse me, jeez. In fact, let me finish up.
First, those stupid robots ruined a perfectly relaxing
The
mud
main
bath
area
this
here.
morning, and now you show up. Can my day get any more dreary?
I am so sorry, Squidward. Patrick and I were just playing a game.
Oh, I correct myself. I should have known that whole robot problem involved both of you.
Squidward, I don't know what to do. How can I fix everything?
Why don't you move to another town? That should help out more than enough. Ha! Ha! Move to another town. I cracked me up. But seriously, just jump around like an idiot. That should at least make me smile. Ha.
I didn't know Squidward had a lamp.
Hold on a second. Give me a pause. Alright, we're back. I just realized I had the screen cropped still from when I was recording on my Wii.
I didn't know Squidward had a lamp.
Until it fucking shat on me. Cool. That's a new sock.
You.
Okay, just stop jumping, will you? If you take this golden spatula, will you please go away?
See, Squidward? I knew that you could help me out. You're the best.
Don't touch me.
Can't believe that. Oh no, they didn't take that out. I forgot. I thought they took it out because it didn't happen at first when I hit B. Or not B, X. It's normally B on the GameCube. My brain frying and shutting down. I didn't mean to press that. I just wanted to. I should have expected that, to be honest. Alright. There's a dumb thing you can do. It's a glitch. Where if you jump, do that, and you've deactivated the death plane. And now, get back here, jump over, and do some stuff early. And now I'm coming up the back end of the second area of the main hub. This is a level I cannot access yet.
Wow!
Remember though,
Oh, look.
the bubble bowl.
The bubble bowl's a move you learn eventually. Normally Bubble Buddy's there. And it moved me away from the fountain. Alright. There's a sock here. I'm gonna go into the, not go into the Murmur itself, but I'm gonna go into the old Shirty Shoals first. There's some basic stuff in the.
Man and Barnacle Boy, my heroes! Hit me with a water ball. Hit me, hit me, hit me.
Yeah, we don't do that stuff anymore, kid. We're retired.
Is that the TV repairman?
No, it's that excited sponge kid again.
Oh, are you sure he can't fix the TV?
Mermaid Man, 'twould be my greatest honor to fix your television.
Goody!
This NPC just walking right through the camera. Oh, that's fucking funny.
Okay then.
Alright.
Well,
Alright, if I'm skipping this, whatever. It's a SpongeBob game. Plankton does evil things. SpongeBob, stop it. I'm really only gonna, like, I gotta stop and wait for shit I remember being funny from the original game. Alright, there's a sock. That's all I came here for.
Patrick will be glad to have this back.
Put you at 6. And then we're gonna go into Sandy's tree dome.
Sandy, your
Tree dome is leaking!
Them there robots busted up the glass, SpongeBob. I got a treehouse chock full of robots, and it's all your fault. So get in there and clean up your mess.
Technically, not my fault.
I feel like a new sponge. Take that! Just my size. Fresh like a spring breeze.
Alright, cool. Ow.
Alrighty then.
Oh wow, that was
Much
quick.
better.
I thought I
Suppose
had
you've
way
been
more to
needing this
do.
more than me.
Yay, that puts me at 4. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, to warp back into this main area. And then something else I'm gonna do is jump off of this again. Alright, death plane deactivated. That's so easy. It's so much easier to do in this than it was previously. Because before you had to deactivate Hans, which was like the respawning system. It still is, but I deactivated the death plane. I don't even get how. I think it's not even that you deactivate it. I think you just jump over it. Like the thing that SpongeBob has to interact in order to basically maneuver around this. And this here is the third and the final area of the main hub. Sock here.
Hey, you! Patrick needs to do laundry.
There is technically a spatula you get here, but I'm not worried about the spatula.
I feel like a new sponge.
Ow. Oh shit. I might be remembering something now. I may have to do something to activate it, so maybe I can't do that stock now. Alright. I won't try this now. Alright. Now, let's actually play the game. Let's enter jellyfish fields.
The rolling green hills of Jellyfish Fields, a place to experience nature at its most raw, and sometimes a bit tender from the stings.
I almost think that because the models of the older version were less expressive, they were more expressive. Like, since they were less physically expressive, it felt like when they did physically express something, it mattered more, or I don't know.
Squidward,
I felt like it was impactful, a little more impactful. I don't know. It could also be nostalgia.
Okay, you
Talking.
barnacle head. Do I look like I'm okay?
Well, your nose does look pretty big. I mean, bigger than usual because it's usually pretty big. And you look clammy. And oh my gosh, you're bald!
I've always been bald, but now I'm stung all over.
Well, according to the Jellyfisher Field Manual, severe jellyfish stings can be treated effectively by applying a thick layer of king jellyfish jelly to the affected areas. King jellyfish?
Well, I guess you're off to scale Sport Mountain and die a horrible death under the vicious tentacles of King Jellyfish. I'll stay here, balled up here in excruciating pain.
You do that! Don't worry,
There it
Squidward.
is.
I'll bring back that King Jellyfish jelly for you to rub all over yourself.
Normally they do that tie waving thing whenever he does that in the original. Alright, I'm gonna get some money, because we're gonna need some of the money. Which, I call it money. They're, in the game, they're called shiny objects. But, it's essentially money. Because it helps you pay for shit. And there are tons of ways to get it. These tikis are the main sources of income. Think of them kind of like, if in Crash Bandicoot, the Wampa fruit was more of a currency rather than a standard collectible for the levels.
Pretty. Can't take it. Fresh like a spring breeze. I feel like a new sponge.
Because you can get the Wampa fruit in crates, there's explosive crates, there's
You just met the
all types of shit.
Sponginator.
I'll come back here, get more money, but also there's a sock back here. But there is a cool thing you can do in your ritual game where if you deactivate Hans, you can just jump down there and grab the spatula and then warp up to the area where that bungee cord is. Or the bungee jump is what it's called, excuse me. I'm gonna skip mid-level cutscenes like that. This is like generally, again, I think I say this in most Let's Plays, I kind of assume you've played this game before a little bit, or at least like aware of it. Maybe you've played the original, so you get what I'm doing. I don't know. But at the same time, I want to try and, I don't know, maybe explain some stuff like early on in the series. That way, you know, if watching me play this game intrigues you and wanting to play it yourself, then I think I've done good. I will always say that I think you should play the original one. I almost said GameCube one, even though it was multi-platform originally. I played the GameCube version, as I've already said, but I do think if you were going to emulate it, like I said earlier, the GameCube version is probably the easiest way to emulate it. Probably other than PS2. PS2 might be able to emulate it fine. I didn't grow up a PlayStation kid, so I wouldn't know what PlayStation emulators are like. Other than DuckStation. I used DuckStation for PS1. That's because I wanted to play Final Fantasy Origins. Because that was just the first 2 Final Fantasy games. The first 2 or first 3?
Hey, Gary,
I think it's the first 2.
Wow, a bungee.
Yeah, this is the bungee jump I was talking about earlier. Jump down here. Grab it. Alright. Come on, give me that money. There you go. Hop out of here. Press this button. And then we may continue on. Normally there's a big cutscene in the original. I was expecting it to play. Where it kind of shows like the individual one growing. Excuse me. I don't know how I managed to break the one on top, but I guess I did. Ooh. They really do just kind of throw all this money at you early on. Money will be important since I plan on 100%ing this. It's not a hard to 100% game. It's a long 100% game, I think, but it's not hard, especially if you're familiar with the original. Although I'm sure that's true with like any remake, like the Thousand Year Door remake that's coming out. I'd be pretty familiar with most of it since I've played most of the original Thousand Year Door. Never finished it, but maybe once I finally replace my Switch, I'll get the remake and finally finish it. I see people on Twitter mostly bitching about it being $60, but I don't know. Like, the gameplay footage we saw of the Thousand Year Door remake, it looks like it's worth $60. Now, Luigi's Mansion 2, on the other hand, I could see some argument for it not needing to be $60, but at the same time, I don't know. How many people actually got the original Luigi's Mansion 2? I'm sure it's a decent number. I'm not going to act like it's not a significant number of people. It's Nintendo. I mean, I owned Luigi's Mansion 2. I got it as a bundle and digital game with my 3DS on Christmas. But also, realistically, who all actually played Luigi's Mansion 2 on the 3DS? Like, probably not a large enough portion of people who played, say, 1 or 3. So to, I skipped over that completely, I'm sorry. Patrick needs help. I gotta save him. basically. Alright, whatever. As I was saying, I think because of the success of Luigi's Mansion 3, they're trying to introduce people to the rest of the series. I would hope that they could also port maybe the first game, but I'd be worried they'd want to port the 3DS version of the game. Oh no, I fucked that up.
Fun. I should do it again sometime.
I would hope they would just release the GameCube version. Do what they did with Metroid Prime. Just make the graphics a little nicer. That's really all it needs.
I love opening presents.
There we go, I got up here. Perfect. Need to get to Patrick to help him, but he's unreachable. Maybe these switches will create a way. The robots are guarding them heavily. You have to battle through. Oh, that was so well guarded.
Fresh like a spring breeze. Take that! Hammer! I get it!
Hey, SpongeBob.
Whew! Thank goodness you're safe, Pet.
Well, of course, SpongeBob. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, the robots and the...
Oh yeah, I found this for you. I don't know what it is, but it looks important.
Thanks, Patrick. I tell you what, running around has left me pooped. Why don't you continue on for a bit?
Okay.
And I think that is where I'll leave today's episode off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, like I said in that community post I actually am recording this tonight. I made it. Sorry about Super Mario Galaxy, guys. I hate how that happened. I need to figure something out with that. It really sucks. I would love to finish that game for you guys. I'd have to restart it. Because I don't know if I'll be able to save my save data, like I said. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do the basic YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. It'll greatly help out. Recently, I saw that the channel passed 1,000 views total across the whole board. And that was kind of neat. Yeah, it'd be cool to expand more on my channel. It would be really cool. Anyway, thanks for coming by. See ya.